Hello, hello, everyone. Everyone. Hello, hello. Thank you all so much for coming. This turnout is amazing. This is really beautiful. We got a beautiful day. So let's jump right into the program. So special thanks to everyone. This is a huge moment for us as a market. Over the past year, we've been working and working to provide this, and it's so exciting to finally be able to announce our grand opening. So I want to give a special thanks to the leaders of this great city and our Commonwealth and the Roxbury community who has been so patient with us. You know, like I said, over the past year, we've been working and working and announcing soft launches here, pushing back our opening date. And throughout all of this, the Roxbury community stood with us. So I want to give a huge thank you to you all. I want to give another thanks to our elders within this community and our spiritual leaders. I know we have some imams out here. Thank you so much to you all. Yeah, without further ado, I also want to introduce the city mayor, Michelle Wu.
Thank you, Asim, and thank you to everyone. And I'll invite Senator Liz up to stand with me.
Roxbury love is in the house. Okay, I'm just checking.
We already know what a space like this is going to mean, that it's much more about the products that are being offered, which are directly connected to residents' cultures and communities and families and stories, but it's also just a hub and a space for people to build community itself. So to Ismail, Yusuf, the entire team who have fought and understand the power spaces like this, Kai and Chris and Mr. Taylor and everyone who has put forward a vision and then put the twisted some arms in the process, found the funding, believed, pushed on the city permitting process. We are so thankful to be able to represent, to work alongside, and to try to create opportunity wherever possible in this neighborhood, in this community, because this is the product of genius and collaboration and the vision that truly sees everyone. So we also saw just how many fans there already are. Last month, we honored Nubian Markets at the community iftar at City Hall and had the chance to celebrate them there already. I'm here also with our Chief of Economic Opportunity and Inclusion, Chief Shogun Irabu, and his team. They are leveraging the full force of city government and all the partnerships around this region to support local Black-owned businesses in Boston and to make sure that we can continue to knit together wealth building, opportunity, community, and the future for each and every one of our neighborhoods. When the businesses that feed our communities are owned by our communities, are rooted in our communities, we all benefit. And so thank you to all the organizations and community groups here for your collective vision and bringing it to life right here in the heart of Boston. And I'll pass it over to Senator Liz Miranda.
Thank you, Mayor Wu. And as a lifelong Roxbury person, I just love saying Roxbury love. So on the count of three, if we all could say Roxbury love before I share my remarks, I'd really love that. 1, 2, 3. Roxbury love! I just want to echo the sentiments of the mayor about how proud I am today. For most of us who live in the inner city communities of Boston, we know how hard it is to find fresh, accessible, affordable, culturally competent food that we eat. Even though we're in these communities and we've been in these communities for hundreds of years, food has not always been accessible to us. So I am just not only proud that you have this beautiful Black-owned business, and I got the tour of the section that already has Black-owned businesses, not only from Massachusetts and Boston, but from all over the country. So I'm super proud about shopping my Black dollars in my Black-owned business, but also to support Black brands. But the idea that our health and our living, everything is connected to what we consume. And so that you have a halal butcher shop, that you have fresh vegetables and fruits is only gonna make our communities sturdier and stronger. And I just wanna say that today is a beautiful day, but it doesn't matter if we don't come back and support this business. So come eat here, host your events here, support people that are here. And I wanna also shout out Boston Medical Center, because hospitals do a lot of things, But you also know that some hospitals don't go enough into the communities that they serve. And so I want to thank BMC. I see the new executive director there. Thank you for being in community with us. I saw Thea James, Trina, because Boston Medical Center is saying that hospitals got to do more than just cure people and help people. They got to go into community to fix our social ills. So I have a citation here from the Commonwealth, and I'd love to invite the owners, anyone in elected office, or anyone that supported building this community while I give this citation, and then I'm going to pass it on to the rest of the Give it up, brother. You always want to be in the back. You know, Yusuf, brother Yusuf likes to be in the back, you know? Come on, everyone. As an elected official from the state, the highest honor that we can give folks is a citation from the Commonwealth. And so I just want to read it to the brothers. Thank you for enduring. Thank you for pushing through, and you know that we got your back, right? If anybody got your back, Roxbury. Yes. So it says that the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the State Senate, I'm so excited I'm in the State Senate now, presents this official citation to Nubian Markets, and be known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to the grand opening of a Black-owned market, cafe, halal butchery, and gathering space in Roxbury that celebrates and explores the African diaspora through food. Yes. Be it further known that the entire Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success, and that this citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attested to, and a copy thereof submitted to the Clerk of the Senate. So it's signed by President of the Senate, Karen Spilka. It's signed by the clerk, Michael Hurley, and also signed by me, AKA Roxbury Lizzie, Senator Liz Miranda, on this day, May 17, 2023, and consider this from the state and the city as well. I don't know if they're next in order, so I'm just going to... Oh, you guys are?
Thank you. Who's next?
Okay, thank you so much for those words from Senator Liz Miranda and Mayor Wu. Those were really powerful. Really got me really amped for this. So I want to introduce our next couple speakers. We have Richard Taylor and Kai Grant from Black Market. They've been incredible partners over the past 9 months. I want to introduce them. We're going to have Thea from Boston Medical Center. Thea has been so amazing with us. If you know Thea, you know how amazing of a woman she is. I really look up to Thea. She's a true inspiration, so I'd like to invite her to the stage as well. We're going to have the Commissioner of the Mass Department of Agricultural Resources, partnered with Mass Food Trust Program, Ashley Randall. I want to invite her to the stage. And then lastly, we're going to have Imam Farouk from the Masjid for Praising Allah. So I'll pass it off to Kai and Richard Taylor.
Thanks very much. You know, Mayor Wu has been here many, many times. She's not a stranger to the square. She believes in growth, but equitable growth, neighborhood growth. Chief Sagan, every day he's trying to figure out how Black economic development can expand through the city. Senator Liz, Roxbury, deep. Now I want to add something to your Roxbury love today. I want to add Roxbury equity, Roxbury investment, and Roxbury ownership. The only way we cannot be displaced is if we own. Now the ownership model for this particular facility here and restaurant and supermarket, Dr. Thea James, I spent some time with her, and she said, Richard, I was tired of treating people in the emergency room, and I began to look to understand what happened before they got here and try to put some of the BMC's money. Their equity and collaborating with MHIC and others to find the funding for the acquisition of this. Boston Medical Center is the leading health equity model in the nation. And this is an example of it. Yes. I'm telling you, this is unprecedented. For hospitals to be preventive, to look at vegetables, to look at healthy, clean, safe, and nutritious food. So I'm excited about this. I'm joining here with my partner, Kai Grant. We are a little bit down the street, putting a few bricks together down there as well, which we'll hear about more later. But I could not be more excited about what's happened here. We always get displaced if we don't own. That's not going to happen here. There's ownership. But I want to echo what Senator Liz said. We have to come back. We do. We have to spend money here.
That's right.
When I now have meetings with people who want to come to Roxbury, meet me over at the market. See you at the market.
That's
We
right.
got parking. You can take the bus.
That's
You can
right.
get over here.
Yes.
Just come over here.
Yes.
Thanks again. We're delighted to be here.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Richard. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Oh, good to see everybody. Our Honorable Mayor, Michelle Wu, thank you so much for taking out the time. Senator, we love you. You are Dudley Street dreams, okay? Thank you. Chief Shagun and any of our other community leaders that I'm missing, know that we're not ignoring you. We welcome everybody today. Good afternoon to my neighbors. Any visitors that are here? My mom is in the house, okay, Phyllis Janey. And I have a cousin here and a wealth of other family members. So my name is Kai Grant, and I'm a longtime Highland Park resident. My family has resided in this wonderful city for over 171 years, spanning 6 generations in the neighborhood of Roxbury alone. My husband, Christopher, where are you?
Big Chris.
My better half, okay? My husband and I are owners of the Black Market. We're young elders and visionaries and community change makers who stand today as proud local business owners and partners in the struggle with Nubian Markets.
That's it.
Nubian Markets is a labor of love and a beautiful oasis inside of what some deem a food desert, providing the district with over 50 temporary jobs and 20 permanent jobs. This notion of 2 Nubians, Brother Ishmael and Brother Yusuf, was birthed out of the spirit of our ancestors who understood the legacy of healthy food that tastes good.
Yes. Say that again.
Of healthy food that tastes good.
Yes.
And building community ecosystems that yield physical, mental, and solical sustenance for local tribes. And as a result, the community's voice was heard, and ideas were implemented by the fierce Nubian Markets team led by Roz, Asim, and Yusha. They responded to the wishes and the desires of me and my neighbors and our fellow stakeholders through a bona fide community process that included multiple community dinners, various conversations, surveys, and community gatherings. Because of their pure and clear intention, integrity, and rooted cultural identity, Nubian Markets is now positioned as one of the premier Black-owned businesses that will help make the Nubian Square Commercial District a preferred foodie destination. Yeah. I'm challenging everybody here to take time to look at your food budget and your going out budget and dedicate a strong double-digit percentage of that money to coming here on a weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly basis.
Or daily.
Oh, daily.
Daily basis. You hear it. Everybody here who knows us, we live right up the street. My childhood bus stop was right in front of the Cadillac place with very vicious junkyard dogs. 6 a.m. in the early 80s, okay? Everybody that knows us knows where our money goes. We have made an intentional commitment to invest inside of this community and to help stop the leakage. We need you, okay? They need you, okay? You are the ones you've been waiting for. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. What a great day this is. I'd like to start by congratulating.
Jump a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you hear me now? Okay. I want to start off by congratulating Yusuf, Ismail, Roz, Asim, Yusha, and the entire Nubian team for the opening of Nubian Markets today, which is so much more than a market, right? Yes. I also want to thank Mayor Wu for her persistence in being such a champion of our neighborhoods and for being a great partner to Boston Medical Center. And I also want to acknowledge our fearless leader, our president and interim CEO of Boston Medical Center, Dr. Alice DeBell. We are all proud for the privilege to be a partner to Nubian Markets because we recognize inequity, we recognize the root causes of inequity, and we are most aware of the profound impact that inequity has on Black and brown communities, which is economic exclusion. It's self-perpetuating. It leads to financial insecurity, and it leads to people having limited resources. And it also forces people to have to make really, really tough and unfortunate decisions about how to use those resources, whether they use them for their health or whether they use them for survival. So we know we have to do more than provide excellent, compassionate health care. We work outside our hospital walls, where we engage in partnerships to remove barriers to wealth creation in our communities because we know that wealth is health. To that point, Nubian Markets is a unique and transformative endeavor. From the very, very beginning, Ismail and Yusuf have had laser intentionality to creating an ecosystem of building wealth through ownership of the business, fidelity throughout the supply chain, opportunity for equity ownership for those who will build the business, i.e. the employees, and also having deep partnerships with the Roxbury community and businesses. And we at BMC, and Dr. Megan Sandel as well, we have been steadfast in supporting them, along with other partners, in their determination to achieve this goal. And finally, I just want to say that Nubian Markets is an example of BMC's commitment to equity because our investment and partnership with you is a testament to our focus on economic mobility, which we know improves health outcomes. And lastly, I would really, really, really like to emphasize this. To do this work well and ensure that it's sustainable, we can't do it alone. Others have said this. We can't do it alone. We need strong multi-sector partnerships and support from like-minded people like you and organizations as well. So thank you so much for this opportunity today.
Good afternoon. I'm Ashley Randall, and I serve as Commissioner at the Massachusetts Department of Agricultural Resources, and it is such a privilege to be here with all of you today for such an exciting occasion that I know has been many years in the works, and to see it come to fruition today is just incredible for the community. Thank you to Mayor Wu, Senator Miranda, all of the community leaders that are here today, and the greater Roxbury community, because this is really what it's about. This is about community. It's about culture. It's about change, and the positive change that Nubian Markets will bring for the community. At the department, we were able to play a part in the funding through our work with the Mass Food Trust. And I know we're joined today by the Executive Director of the Local Enterprise Assistance Fund, or LEAF, Gerardo Espinosa. And he has been critical in supporting the market through not only the funding aspect, but the technical assistance and bi-weekly meetings with the group to make sure that this did get across the finish line. I was able to go into the market earlier, and I know I'm going to be coming back a lot as a consumer, and I'm really excited about that. It's not only a grocery store or a cafe or the butcher shop. It's so much more. It's supporting Black-owned businesses. It's supporting other businesses across, we heard, not only Massachusetts, but nationally, and making sure that there is that economic support. It's also a gathering space for the community, which is so unique, and we need more places like that across the Commonwealth. And it's also a food access point for many cultures and many people across the state and region. And to me, that's what's most exciting, is we have a critical need being met with Nubian Markets, and I cannot congratulate Yusuf and Ismail and the Nubian Markets team enough. Asim, he's an Instagram star. I saw his Instagram skills and I was really impressed. So congrats, Asim, on that. We're gonna leverage those skills further. But I just want to say congratulations again, and I can't wait to come back as a consumer. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to, I'm so glad to be here. I want to say Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you all. We want to bring a spiritual element to this whole thing, because we as people, when we were dragged from Africa, came with more than just our names. We came with our souls. It came more than with just culture. We came with our business ideas, but all of that was stripped from us. Now we are trying to recover and regain the strong footing we had when we were home. And we call this place home now. I want everybody to say Allahu Akbar, which means God is great above all things. He's great above the hard times we have, and he's great above the good times we have, and things change. I want to give credit to this young man, these two young men. Where's the other one? Why? Because they've done a great thing. And I'm going to give you a little bit of history right here. And I need you to listen to me carefully, because back in 1892, and I want you to say Nubian Market. Nubian Market. You're wrong. I looked in the store, it says Nubian Markets. We're going to pluralize this. Why? Back in 1892, Solomon and Jeannie Rabowitz opened up a grocery store called the Greenie Store at 134 Salem Street in North End of Boston. This store operated in this location until 1908. This store that I'm talking about is called Stop and Shop. Now this is well over 100, maybe 30 or 40 years later. And they have 400 and something stores throughout this Massachusetts. I want for you to look forward to not only Nubian Market, but Nubian Markets. I want that in every neighborhood of this city, and possibly in this state, that you will find a market like this, where we can get fresh, clean food. There are two things that are said in the Quran regarding food. This is God speaking to all of us. Kulu min ta'amun halalun. Eat from the food that is not only lawful in the eyes of God, but it is good for you. And you can find it here. I no longer have to go down to the ink block to Whole Foods to get my food. I'm not going to travel a bit. I happen to live within 100 yards from here in the St. Joseph's. Okay? St. Joseph's, what is it? You know it. And I want everybody to take the time to come to this place, because she made mention of it as a partnership. Right? This is a partnership between the people who are consuming and the people who are providing what we consume. And if they're trying to provide for us all the things that are lawful and good and wholesome, and another word, ladidun, which means delicious, then I think we should give them the support that they need. So I think that I was just called upon here, just not to talk about these things here, but to call upon God. And that's my position as a religious leader. I'm at the Mosque for the Praising of Allah. We've been there for 53 years, and we mark on paper 50 years anniversary this April. And we have things that we're doing there too. You'll hear about soon. We need housing, and we need, and Mayor Wu knows, and so does my dear Liz Miranda. She was online with us for a whole hour trying to talk about the project that we're doing called New Medina. And I want to let you know that we're trying to provide 38 units of housing that is affordable to the people, to the people, to the people. Okay, let's call upon God. And I want everybody to say amen. Amen. Almighty God, creator of the heavens and the earth and all that is in between, Lord of the black and the white and everything in between, I ask that you open up the gates of your mercy for us, I ask that you acknowledge this effort to provide wholesome, healthy food to our community, and also to serve not only black people, but anybody who wants something good to eat. That you would you open up the gates of your mercy. Let your power descend upon this condition that we're living through. Let it blossom into not only a market, but markets, serving the needs of the people. I want to thank all of you for letting me speak for a few moments, and glory be to you, God. There is no God but you. You are the Lord of all that exists. Amen. Amen. Say amen. Amen. Some kind of wonderful baby.
Thank you so much to all our speakers. Those were really powerful words. I want to next invite Sharif from We Buy Black to the podium. At Nubian Markets, one of our biggest missions is to connect with other black businesses and get them on our shelves. We currently have 32 black-owned products in the store and counting. And a lot of that is thanks to Sharif at We Buy Black. So I'm going to pass the mic to him.
Appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. Again, my name is Sharif Abdul Malik. I'm the owner of We Buy Black, as he just mentioned. It's an online marketplace where we help showcase and advocate for black-owned businesses and give the community opportunity to support themselves. And I'm so honored to know these brothers and sisters that are part of Nubian Markets. And everything that I know that I've been working for and praying for, they are living it. They are living it. You know, and I was talking with Ismail earlier, and I'm changing up what I'm saying a bit, just because the way that Imam just delivered that, it's hard to come after that. So I really wanted to say I ain't got nothing to say, but it is important to recognize that we do have these products that are in the store. You know, typically when we go somewhere and shop, 99% of the people who are shopping is from our community. But yet 99% of the product that's inside of the store is from somebody else's community.
That's right. In the stores that don't belong to us.
In the stores that don't belong to, exactly. So we have, this is a triple win for all of us. Win-win. It's a win-win-win. And those are the type of opportunities that we should look for. I just want to say this very quickly. You know, I am a Muslim. And in the Quran, God promises, he swears on, that if we accept the life that he's trying to give us, then it will produce a community that will be brought out for the benefit of everybody. Mm-hmm. And if we accept the model, I reckon there's so many brothers here that's named Muhammad. But if we accept the model that is presented to us in Muhammad, then what we are accepting is that God says that he is the model example for all human life, for all those who believe. So if we accept Muhammad, then essentially what we are accepting is to be in a role, in a position that will benefit all mankind. Mm-hmm. Allahu Akbar, God is greater. And I just want to say this, is that as Muslims and as those who live next to Muslims and who are part of what we are trying to establish, that we are with you. That if you are a good Christian, if you are a good Jew, if you are just a good believer, then there's really no difference between us. And when we say we want to eat halal, we got halal over there, that just means we want to eat clean. That just means we want to eat right. We don't want to put poison in our body. We want to eat what's right. So what we stand for, what we are working for, is for the benefit of all mankind. And the reason why we say We Buy Black, we want to get to a point where we don't have to say that. That's right. That's all. We don't want to have to keep wearing that on our shirt. That's right. We just want to be able to prick the conscience of our community to say that we have been for a very long time underserved. And now we are at a point where we are underserving our own selves. And what these brothers and sisters have worked on, what they have established, is what God calls us to, which is bigger than our skin complexion, it's bigger than our race, it's bigger than our nationality, it's bigger than all of that.
Humanity.
It is humanity. This is what God wants for us. And who better to accept advice from and guidance from than the one that created us? So I will end there. I recuse myself. There's nothing else to be said. This is what we're working for. Thank you all. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Yeah, man.
So lastly, I want to invite the founders of Nubian Markets, Ismail and Yusuf, to the stage. Because of their deep connections to the Roxbury and Boston community, they truly understand what we need, but not only on a local scale, but on a nationwide scale. Because as we say, this mission has no geography. Nationwide, we need black ownership and we need black wealth. And they've been truly an inspiration for me. And I think as we continue to grow, they can be an inspiration for black makers and black entrepreneurs nationwide. So I want to invite them up to the stage.
Come on. We can double team it. We can tag team it. First off, I just gotta say, mashallah, this is amazing. I don't really know what else to say except for thanks to everyone. I mean, there's so many different people in here who I've been working with, have known over the last, 15 years of living in the Northeast between the Vineyard, Boston, and Vermont. And it's been a lot of deep work about building local economies. And it's just nice to be able to have this ownership, to be able to have ownership of a space, to put Sweet Baby Ray's on the bottom shelf, and put Kamal's hot sauce right in the middle. You know what I mean? Right when you see it. That's power, right? You gotta find that crap. When you get to see Paulette, who's right there, who we've been working with just toiling away, collectively trying to get anchor institutions to commit to buying, to doing what they say that they want to do, which is support supplier diversity, and then to see them not do it, what else do you do? You got to own the space to make it happen.
That's right.
So that's why we did it. And so the BMC was right there, Leaf was there, MHIC, Conservation Law Firm. It was just a lot of folks that was like, we got to stop lying, basically. I mean, that's what because again, it comes a time that we have to just acknowledge what's possible. If it's not, just say it's not going to happen. And if it can happen, invest in it. And this is what this is. This is an investment of what's possible. And I just got to thank everybody for that. And I'm just fortunate to be amongst such good company. And I love my dear brother, Yusuf, dearly. We talked about this for a long time. And it took a pandemic, for us all collectively, all these different people, to see the sausage making of a deal that only white people get. And then we said, this is the deal that they get? Why can't we get it? So so how do we continue that? How do we let that equity continue to go beyond, to go beyond, that moment when we know that moment is very simple. It's not foreign to us in our communities. So I just got to thank my dear brother. It's just been an amazing journey. It's been a long It has been. So I just got to
Thank you, Chef.
Oh, that is amazing. I love you, Tushmal. It really, it's more than the business relationship. It's more than the brotherhood and the friendship. I really enjoy every minute, every aspect of it. Thank you.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming out, Mayor Wu and Senator Shagun, and everybody who's been on this journey with us since the very beginning. And it's been all said, actually. I have nothing more to add, more than thanking the people who really made this possible.
Well, thanks.
Alhamdulillah, yes. Allah is praised. Yes, He comes first and foremost, definitely. And just what I want is basically acknowledge all the people who made this project possible. BMC, like it's been said over and over, without them, we wouldn't be here. This project wouldn't be here. Conservation Law Foundation Fund for all their support, LEAF, MHEC, Wagner Foundation, which really was a big supporter for this project. If it was not for them, the butchery and many aspects of the project wouldn't be completed. Mass Food Trust, MDAR, we have the Mayor's Office Economic Opportunity and Inclusion, Mayor's Office for Food Justice, Masjid Alhamdulillah, the Imam, ISPCC, Asadon, Black Market, Nuestra Comunidad, and everybody who really supported us and is continued support. Like we said earlier, this market, yes, it's done and complete, as you said, but without the continuous support of the people, it wouldn't be sustainable. So the overhead is crazy expensive to occupy space like this and to provide the kind of services that we are intending to provide. So if you guys like to see a continued effort, please support us and come, and we're here to learn and to listen. We'll be always responding to your requests. Thank you so much.
I just want to give one more thanks to all of our speakers. We have so many themes, so many stories at the market, and I really want to appreciate all the people who spoke today, getting the word out as to what Nubian Markets really is. So thank you to all of you all who spoke today. So I think it's time that we officially cut the ribbon of Nubian Markets. Some of you have been waiting months, some of you have been waiting years, some have been waiting decades for this. So I think it's time we finally cut it. And then when we go inside, we're going to be providing pastries and coffees all day. And we will be sampling some of our menu items. And then tomorrow, the cafe will be fully open for full service. So that's a little bit about how the day is going to go. So.